Hey, all you fantasy football managers, Jacob Camenker from USA Today Sports here to break down the fantasy waiver wire ahead of championship week. Now, all you fantasy managers out there are probably dealing with a lot of injuries to their squad and uncertainty at the quarterback position, especially. Seen a lot of guys go down in recent weeks. Most recently, Lamar Jackson and Jordan Love have some uncertainty moving forward. So we'll look at a couple signal caller options off the bat who could end up being streamers that could win your league. First up, we're going to be taking a look at Tyler Shough from the New Orleans Saints. Shough has quietly been good in recent weeks, logging at least 17 fantasy points in 4 consecutive games. He's coming off a career-high 308 passing yards against the Jets in a game where he attempted 49 passes. That volume could continue for Shough because the Saints are without their top 3 running backs likely for the remainder of the season in Alvin Kamara, Kendre Miller, and Devin Neal. So expect Shough to get a lot of opportunities to throw as he looks to lock down this starting job for next season and potentially beyond. Another rookie quarterback to keep an eye on is Cam Ward with the Titans. Ward has logged multiple touchdown passes in 3 consecutive games, and he's done a great job of avoiding sacks during that span, just taking 3 total after struggling against pressure earlier in the season. So the number 1 overall pick appears to be getting into a better rhythm, and it's worth considering him as an emergency option for those needing injury replacements at quarterback. He has a tougher looking matchup against the Saints, but that could end up being a higher scoring game if both Shough and Ward bring their A game in that matchup. We'll take a look at another rookie at running back in Raheem Sanders from the Cleveland Browns. The Browns unfortunately lost star rookie running back Quinshon Judkins to a brutal-looking leg injury in Week 16. That plus the absence of Jerome Ford and Dylan Sampson opened the door for Rocket Sanders to get the work in Cleveland's backfield. He totaled 42 yards on 11 carries and could get volume against the Steelers. You're not going to find a lot of running backs on the waiver wire that will have as high a touch floor as him. So if Sampson can't return this week, feel free to trust Sanders as a flex play who could end up getting a touchdown this week. Another option to consider here is wide receiver Parker Washington from the Jaguars. Washington broke out in Week 16, racking up 145 yards and a touchdown against a tough Broncos defense while getting a team-high 10 targets. Washington has thrived throughout the season at times, and he's playing with a red-hot Trevor Lawrence right now, so he's worth considering, especially against the banged-up Colts secondary in Week 17. And finally, if you're looking for a wild card for your lineup and you need help at tight end, consider Taysom Hill from the Saints. He's about as boom or bust a fantasy option as you'll find, but with the Saints' issues at running back, Hill led the team with 12 carries and 42 yards against the Jets. He also added 4 catches for 36 yards through the air and threw a 38-yard touchdown pass as well. He's got all that gadget upside and could end up being a league winner at the tight end position if he continues to run the ball like he's been doing. So if you don't have a solid option there, feel free to ride with Hill and see if he can deliver you a title.